Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is to wherever you're at. How's it going, YouTube? 91 Cav GT again coming at you. It's done. Well, mostly. The subwoofer box. It is built. It is functioning. It is mostly complete. Now, before I show it to you, still have to do some final painting, some touch up, a little bit of sealing here and there, but for the most part, she's in. She's playing, and she's loud. Okay, without further ado, once again, as usual, sorry about the wind. I live in a very windy area, and this is just recording with my cell phone, so sorry about the wind, guys, but we'll go through and show you the box real quick, and then we'll get inside and do a quick demo. All right, here she is. There's a handhold. There's another handhold. That's the terminal cup, which is just about flush with the outside of the box. So nothing is going to run and short out these connections at all. I do have a quick disconnect fitting here. This is all 12 gauge wire, so I can take this out. There is enough 12 gauge monster cable wire here where I can actually take it outside of the car and still have it playing. Those are 5/16 inch bolts, and the coils are currently wired in parallel. So this is wired as a 1 ohm load. You can see the port on the front. That port is 13 inches wide, 2 inches tall, and 27 inches deep. So the port runs the full length, full depth of the box, I should say. And then there's two 45-degree angles, one on either side of the port. And that port curves up and stops roughly about this high in the center of the box. It's about 4 inches away from the top of the box. It's a long port. There's the sub. This is just an awesome sub. I mean, look at the size of the half-roll surround. It's monster. Just a monster sub. Just an awesome sub. It is a very heavy box. I have to really lean into it to move it around. I am going to be painting it, sanding this stuff over just a little bit. This is all done with the router to make it nice and smooth. I got to go through and sand through here some, get all this nice and clean. Paint, and more paint, and throw on a few more details to complete the box. As you see here at the port, this is rounded off on all the corners. Everything is rounded off to try to help with the airflow, to try to help smoothen it out. I don't know if you can, no, you really can't see in there. There's a board at the far back that's at a 45-degree angle to kind of help to guide the airflow. Okay, it's windy out here. Let's get in the car and crank up some tunes. Goodness, that wind is crazy. Okay. The factory radio distorts, starts to clip at volume 33, so we'll put it up to, let's say, volume 31. You see the artist there. this is really vibrating a lot. If I put some weight on it, helps that out a lot. But this is all plastic, so I don't know how I'm gonna go about stopping that rattle. Anyway, that's it, guys. I want to give a shout out to Big D Wiz, oldschoolstereo.com, and Hifi Vega. Thank you guys for your work that you've done on your channels with the Savard HiQ subs. That really influenced me on my decision, and I cannot be happier. It's an amazing sub. Really good price. The quick, tight, thumpy bass, it does decent at, but to be honest with you, I made this box just a little bit larger than what the factory recommendations were. Tuned it just a little bit lower than the factory recommendations, so it will do better on the bass that I like. If it was more in the factory recommended box, it would be able to thump tighter and be a little bit cleaner for that music. But to be honest with you, most of my music does not have that kind of bass in it. So, but once again, thank you, Big D. Thank you, Hifi Vega. You guys definitely helped me out on this a lot. I appreciate it and cannot be happier. So, you guys check out their channels. Both the guys have really great YouTube channels. A lot of how-tos on Hifi Vega's site. YouTube channel, I'm sorry. A lot of amp dyno videos. Those are always really cool to see. Sub tests, all kinds of stuff like that with car audio. So anyway, guys, I love it. This is not the end of this stereo. I still have the factory radio, which is going to stay there. I still have the 4 factory speakers in here. I'm sorry, 6, because there's 2 tweeters on the dash. That will be changing out. I am going to be going with components up front. Looks like the 10-inch sub under my seat that I took out, I'm going to be putting either a 6.5-inch in that box or an 8-inch that is under the driver's seat, along with the sub in the back. I intend to get a 4-channel amp. 2 channels are going to be running off the components up front. The rear channels are going to be powering the 6.5-inch or 8-inch underneath the seat here. That 6.5-inch or 8-inch is going to be more of the mid-bass frequencies that the 12-inch is kind of lacking, once again, due to the box. And once I get all of that wrapped up, then I will be able to take out the 12 anytime I want, and I will still be able to have some decent sounding music in here with a little bit of lows, but nothing like what that 12 puts out. Oh my gosh. Savard, guys, you knocked it out of the ballpark, guys. I love this sub. I absolutely love the HiQ dual 2-ohm voice coil 12. Wow. Oh my gosh. Once again, thank you guys. Y'all have a good day. It's a beautiful day outside. Get out and enjoy it. For those of you that are snowed in, I'm sorry. This is South Texas. This is typical weather for South Texas. It's 65 degrees on February 2nd at almost 2:30 now. So y'all have a good one. God bless you, and y'all have a good day. See you next time, YouTube.